Hey everyone, welcome to the UVD Weekly Wrap-Up, and we're here today with a special episode. I'm your host, Travis Likens.
And I'm Ben Pierce.
And we have a fan mail.
Fan mail!
Doesn't happen very often, but we do have a fan out there that wanted to share a question with us.
Read it off.
Hi, Travis and Ben.
Hello.
I was wondering, after watching your State of Designer Toy video,
Thank you very much.
how can I help spread the word about designer toys? Toby from Washington.
Thank you, Toby from Washington.
For writing into us and asking us a question. We have some ideas.
So, first thing is to try to get friends involved. That's going to sound kind of weird, but...
And they're probably going to think you're weird.
So, put them in a car and take them to release events or art openings in your local area.
Yeah, because art shows or designer toys, one or the other, could be a gateway to
stronger things.
And to stronger things. No, to collecting. So somebody might go to an art show and see a piece they really like and buy something from that artist. You know, if it's a relatively reasonably priced piece, then they have a little bit of change to toss. Or if you live near like a designer toy store, if they have like a release event for like the new Dunny series or something like that, drag a friend. They might buy a couple Dunnies. The next thing you know, they have 100.
And you guys can trade.
And you could trade.
Oh, yeah, that's not worth anything.
And take it away from them. But that's a great way to help, encourage other people to join in the thing we call designer toys.
Also with your friends, don't just deflect. Yes, people are going to think some of these things are weird.
And they probably are.
Most likely. But maybe if you explain them a little bit and try to figure out maybe why they think they're weird or what they're interested in, if they even have any sort of stomach for collecting.
Yeah.
Maybe you can help guide them.
And what I've kind of found over the years of kind of over and over again explaining to people what this stuff is and what we do and why we do it, most people, they may not understand it exactly, but they understand if you're passionate about it, that there must be something to it. And really, like a lot of people that I would have never, like coworkers and things like that, now they have like a little Dunny sitting on their desk or whatever, like they just got one from me or bought one from me or something like that.
Pretty soon they'll have a Luna on their desk.
Yeah, and they might have I had Luna. I had the prototype sample sitting at work, and somebody was like, man, my friend would really like that. Can I get one of those for Christmas for him? Like, I mean, it's just advertising the things that you have and explaining about what it is and how it got there and the art behind it. People often will understand that, or they will just think it looks cool if you have it on your desk at work. Don't hide your weirdness. Put it right on your desk at work. And somebody might be like, wow, I want one of those.
And if you happen to have extras of things, just give them to your friends.
Yeah. I do that from time to time.
Birthday gifts, Christmas gifts, Hanukkah gifts, Easter gifts, Columbus Day gifts, Martin Luther King Day gifts.
For all of those things.
Sweetest Day.
For all of those things, you could also buy them a new toy and give it to them.
Happy Friendsmas.
Happy Friendsmas.
Friendsiversary, as known on Facebook.
Yep. So if you happen to be like the cool kid, I guess, in your crowd, like you could help.
Which that's saying something to the cool kid because of this.
Yeah, but if like people think you like have interesting likes and things like that, they will tend to kind of gravitate towards your stuff. So if you maybe give them some shrapnel to pick up and go with
custom fodder,
they might go along with you and pick up a couple Dunnies on their own. So another big thing you could do is, if you buy something, share it on Instagram. And when you do share it, make sure to tag the artist or the store or the company that you bought it from. So you may not realize this, but when people look at your Instagram, they might be like, oh, look at that Luna. That's kind of cool. If you tag Urban Vinyl Daily, they may click on that, follow us, and then suddenly they're getting designer toy updates within their news feeds, right? Or the artist, you may tag at the Genbot, and then they'll click them, and now they're getting all the bot stuff. Mm-hmm. It doesn't really, if you're not like a big purveyor of the Instagram, you don't realize what you can do just by simply tagging and hashtags and ats on the on Instagram to really help draw more people to the stuff, because they may think, oh, that looks cool, maybe I should follow that artist or something. You don't realize it. You could have a big part in growing the scene.
You could. Just like sharing news and release information for things that are either at conventions or stuff like that. Your friend could be really hankering for a Star Wars bootleg, and once you share that information, you're like, holy hell, there's thousands of these things.
Yeah, next thing you know, they've spent $20,000. No, I'm just kidding. But the big thing is yeah, if you see a news story on Urban Vinyl Daily, Spanky Stokes, Toy Chronicle, wherever you get it from. Yeah, I said Urban Vinyl Daily.
I'm reiterating that you can find news with us.
You can share that, and then people will get pulled to that news story, and they may stick around on the sites and check out more stuff. Or every week when For the Masses podcast or Urban Vinyl Daily's weekly wrap up or the Marsham Toy Hour or the Suck Lord, if they share their podcast, give them a listen. And if you feel so inclined, share them, because all of those people are talking about designer toys and art. And, somebody might catch one of those interviews or something on there and fall in love. And next thing you know, they're down the rabbit hole just like you were one time when you first started collecting designer toys. So that's pretty much all the regular advice we have. Do we have any
some tertiary advice would be, if you want to get your local purveyor of comic books and comic related things involved, see if they would mind taking a little bit of gamble on stocking a couple things to see how it goes.
Yeah, they could carry things from like Kid Robot, maybe some of the more pop stuff, like
or Dispersed, if they want to take a gamble on that.
Yeah, if they want to get some pins in. If your favorite record store wants to get some pins in, tell them about Dispersed. They got tons of pins they could be pulling in. Also, they might, this isn't always the most popular answer, but if your friends like pop culture related items, show them the Funko Pops. So that it's a gateway. It's a gateway to other things. So
if your friends like pop culture, show them some bootlegs.
Show them some bootlegs.
Because Lord knows there's a bootleg for anything anyone wants.
Yeah, but I think most things that people want to collect, and specifically when the action figure world, which is what the bootlegs are coming from, a lot of times it's they have to collect something else. But if you know a big collector of action figures, show them the bootlegs. Really do. Because a lot of those guys are like, man, I'm getting kind of tired of collecting all these action figures. And then they see the bootleg and it's this weird thing. And they're like, oh, I got to have it. So yeah, if you have a friend that's a big action figure guy, tell them about the bootlegs. Bootlegs.
Or you could give it to your grandparents and really confuse them because they don't know what any of this is.
Yeah. Well, but they may just think it's really cute. Give them a little cute, I don't know, a Gary Ham thing or something. Or a Luna. Give them a Luna. Go to urbanvinyl.com and pick up a Luna. No, yeah, I mean, you don't have to be super into toys to appreciate cute stuff. That's a good way to get somebody in too. Another good way, give it to your girlfriend.
That way it's both of yours. But not your problem anymore.
Yeah, but no, that's probably not the best advice, especially if you just started hanging out. But anyway, those are some good ideas.
Or maybe it's the best advice depending on your girlfriend or boyfriend.
Yeah, could be. But that's kind of the best advice we got at the moment. We may think of some more and do a follow-up episode or something later at a later date once we have some better ideas.
Don't worry, we're not milking this.
But what if you have some ideas? If you're not Mr. Toby and you have some ideas about how to share and grow the designer toy scene, tell us down in the comments below. Give us a like. If you want to tell us in a more personal manner, you can send it over to urbanvinyldaily@gmail.com. You want to follow us on a more regular basis, you can check us out on urbanvinyldaily.com, where we talk about this kind of stuff and all kinds of other stuff, along with our videos and everything else we do. You want to follow us on Instagram or Twitter @urbanvinyldaily. You want to listen to us on iTunes. Go over to iTunes and type in the words Token Nerd Network, subscribe, and you'll get everything we do audio-wise.
And while you're ranting up a storm about how stupid we are or how smart we are, make sure to share it. That way your friends can see how stupid or smart we are and what you think of us.
Yeah, exactly. And while you happen to be on YouTube, make sure to give us a subscribe to keep up with our latest videos about the world of designer toys. And it's about to be a busy time on the old subscribe section of Urban Vinyl Daily because we're heading to DesignerCon 2016. So if you happen to be in DesignerCon area, Toby, I'm in Washington, and you could drive to Southern California.
That'd be Pasadena, but that's a long time.
Yeah.
It's worth it.
Load up a group of your friends in your car and drag them to DesignerCon 2016. And you can expose them to everything there is in designer toys, art, and more.
In Southern California.
So, but that wraps up the show. As always, I'm Travis.
And again, I'm Ben.
Have a great designer toy day. This is Travis Likens from Token Nerd Podcast, and I'm here today to tell you something about sponsorship. That's right. Token Nerd now has a sponsor. The fine folks at TenaciousToys.com, your source for designer toys, pop vinyl, original art, and more, are now our sponsor. And guess what? As a part of that, you can get 10% off your next order at TenaciousToys.com by entering the code TOKEN10 at checkout. That's right, 10% off. And not only are they giving you this code, they're also going to be sponsoring many of our Token Nerd giveaways in the next coming months. So make sure to follow us at token_nerd on Instagram to catch our latest giveaways.